Have you ever stepped out of the shower, reached for a towel, and felt your foot slip just a little? It's a heart-stopping moment, isn't it? Now, imagine that happening when you're over 60, when a small slip could mean a trip to the hospital or worse. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 common bathroom habits that are putting seniors at risk of dangerous falls, and the simple changes you can make to stay safe and independent. Stick with me, because what you learn in the next few minutes could be the difference between enjoying your golden years and spending months recovering from a fracture. Let's start with something so many of us do without thinking: using a towel to dry the bathroom floor. Picture this: you've just finished your shower, and there's water all over the tiles. You grab a towel, toss it on the floor, and shuffle it around with your foot to soak up the puddles. It's quick, it's easy, and you've probably done it 100 times. But here's the problem. Towels aren't designed to grip the floor. They slide, they bunch up, and they can turn a wet bathroom into a skating rink. For someone over 60, when balance isn't what it used to be, stepping onto a soggy, slippery towel is like asking for trouble. I remember my Aunt Clara, who was 68 at the time, doing this exact thing. She thought she was being practical, but one morning, that towel slid out from under her, and she ended up with a sprained wrist. It could have been much worse. So, what's the fix? Swap that towel for a non-slip mat. These mats are designed with a grippy underside that sticks to the floor, and a textured top that gives your feet something to hold on to, even when it's wet. They're affordable, easy to find at any home store, and come in all sorts of colors to match your bathroom. Place one right outside your shower or tub, and make sure it's big enough to cover the area where you step out. It's a small change, but it's like putting a safety net under your feet. Have you ever noticed how much more confident you feel when you know the ground beneath you is steady? That's what a non-slip mat does. It gives you that little extra assurance every time you step out of the shower. Now, let's talk about something else that's missing in too many bathrooms: grab bars. I know, you might be thinking, grab bars? Those are for really old people, not me. But hear me out. Bathrooms are full of hard, unforgiving surface tiles. Porcelain, glass, sand. If you lose your balance, there's nothing soft to catch you. A grab bar is like a trusted friend who's always there to lend a hand. Without one, you're relying on the edge of the sink, the towel rack, or even the shower curtain to steady yourself. Those things aren't built for that kind of weight, and they can give way in a heartbeat. My neighbor Tom, who's 72, learned this the hard way. He was stepping out of the bathtub, reached for the towel rod, and it pulled right out of the wall. He didn't fall, thank goodness, but it was a wake-up call. Installing grab bars is easier than you might think, and it doesn't have to make your bathroom look like a hospital. You can find sleek, stylish ones that blend right in with your decor. Place one near the bathtub or shower, where you step in and out, and another by the toilet if getting up and down is starting to feel less steady. Make sure they're anchored into the wall studs, not just screwed into drywall, so they can hold your weight. If you're not handy, a local handyman can do this for you in an hour or two. Think about it. Wouldn't it feel good to know there's something sturdy to grab onto if you need it? It's not about admitting you're frail. It's about being smart and giving yourself the tools to stay independent. Before we move on, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt a little wobbly first thing in the morning, like your body hasn't quite caught up with the day? That brings us to another habit we need to talk about: taking early morning showers. For many of us, a hot shower is the perfect way to wake up. But when you're over 60, your blood pressure can be a bit unpredictable in the morning, especially if you're on medication or dealing with conditions like low blood pressure. Standing up quickly, stepping into a steamy shower, and moving around on a slick surface can make you feel dizzy or lightheaded. It's like your body is still hitting the snooze button while you're trying to start the day. Here's a simple tweak. Try showering a little later in the morning, after you've been up for an hour or two. Have some breakfast, move around a bit, let your body stabilize. If you're set on that morning shower, sit on a shower stool for part of it to take the pressure off your legs and give your body a chance to adjust. You can also keep the water a little cooler to avoid that sudden rush of heat that can mess with your blood pressure. Small adjustments like these can make a big difference. Have you ever noticed how much steadier you feel after a cup of coffee and a little time to get moving? That's your body telling you it's ready for the day. We've covered some big ideas already: ditching the towel for a non-slip mat, adding grab bars, and rethinking early morning showers. But there's more to share about keeping your bathroom a safe place, so let's keep going and talk about the kind of tiles you have on your floor. Let's keep the conversation going about making your bathroom a safer place, because every step you take in there should feel secure. We're diving into another habit that might seem harmless, but could be setting you up for a fall: the type of tiles on your bathroom floor. You might have gorgeous, glossy tiles that look straight out of a magazine. And I get it, they're beautiful. But if they don't have a non-slip coating, they can be as slick as ice when they get wet. Imagine this: you're stepping out of the shower, water's dripping from your feet, and those shiny tiles offer no grip at all. For anyone over 60, when reflexes aren't as quick as they used to be, that's a recipe for a slip. My friend Margaret, who's 67, had this exact issue. She loved her polished tiles, but after a near miss where she caught herself on the sink, she realized looks aren't worth the risk. So, what can you do? If you're renovating, choose tiles with a textured or matte finish, or ones labeled as non-slip or anti-slip. These have a slightly rough surface that gives your feet traction even when wet. If replacing tiles isn't in the budget, and, let's be honest, it's not always practical, there's another option. Apply a non-slip coating. You can find these at hardware stores. They're clear, easy to brush on, and they add grip without changing the look of your tiles. It's like giving your floor a pair of non-skid shoes. Another quick fix is adding non-slip adhesive strips or decals in high-traffic areas, like right outside the shower. They're affordable and take minutes to apply. Have you ever walked on a surface and felt your feet grip it confidently? That's the kind of security we're aiming for here. It's a small step that lets you move around your bathroom without worrying about every drop of water. Before we continue, I'd truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart if you could take a moment to like this video and leave a comment if you find it helpful. Your support means the world and helps us reach more people who could use these tips to stay safe. Now, let's talk about another habit that's so easy to fall into: stepping out of the tub in a rush before drying your feet. I know how it goes. You're done with your shower or bath, you're feeling refreshed, and you just want to get on with your day. So, you swing one leg over the edge of the tub, then the other, and step onto the floor without stopping to dry off. But wet feet on a bathroom floor, especially if it's not designed for grip, can make you hydroplane faster than you can blink. Add in the fact that stepping out of a tub requires balance and coordination, and it's no wonder this is a common cause of falls. My cousin Ed, who's 70, used to do this all the time. He was always in a hurry, until one day he slipped and bruised his hip. It slowed him down for weeks, and he said it was a wake-up call to take those extra few seconds. The fix here is simple but game-changing. Slow down and dry your feet before stepping out. Keep a small towel hanging right by the tub or shower, and before you lift that first leg out, pat your feet dry. It takes maybe 10 seconds, but it's like hitting the brakes on a potential fall. If you're in a bathtub, consider using a bath bench or stool so you can sit while drying off, which makes the whole process steadier. You can also place a non-slip mat right where you step out to catch any stray drips. Think about it, don't you feel more in control when you're not rushing? It's like giving yourself permission to move at your own pace, and that's a powerful thing. Try this tomorrow morning and see how much more confident you feel stepping onto that floor. Have you ever thought about how the little things we do every day can add up to big changes? That's what we're building here, one small, smart habit at a time. We've talked about making sure your tiles are slip-proof and taking a moment to dry your feet before stepping out of the tub. These are the kinds of changes that let you keep doing the things you love without worrying about a fall. Let's keep going and wrap up with some final thoughts on how to bring all these ideas together to make your bathroom a place where you feel safe and in control. We've been talking about transforming your bathroom into a safer space, and I hope you're feeling inspired to make a few changes that could keep you steady on your feet. Every tip we've shared is about giving you the confidence to move through your day without worrying about a fall. Let's bring it all together and tie up the loose ends, because these final thoughts are just as important as everything we've covered so far. Imagine walking into your bathroom knowing that every step is secure. Doesn't that sound like a weight off your shoulders? Let's revisit the bigger picture. We started with the habit of using a towel to mop up the floor, and how swapping it for a non-slip mat can make all the difference. Then we talked about grab bars, not just for old people, but for anyone who wants a little extra support. We also covered why early morning showers might be riskier than you think, and how waiting a bit or using a shower stool can help. And just a moment ago, we discussed the dangers of slippery tiles and rushing out of the tub with wet feet. Each of these habits might seem small, but together, they're like pieces of a puzzle that create a safer, more comfortable bathroom. Have you ever noticed how much better you feel when everything in your home just works the way it should? That's what we're building here, a space that supports you. Now, let's talk about putting these ideas into action. Start by taking a look at your bathroom with fresh eyes. Walk through it and ask yourself, where do I feel a little unsteady? Is there a spot where water always pools? Are there places I wish I had something to hold on to? Maybe it's right outside the shower, or maybe it's near the toilet. Jot down what you notice and pick one or two things to tackle first. For example, if you don't have a non-slip mat yet, that's an easy WinRab one this week and feel the difference. If grab bars aren't in place, talk to a handyman or even a family member who's handy with a drill. And the next time you shower, try drying your feet before stepping out, or shift your shower to later in the morning. These aren't big, overwhelming projects. They're small tweaks that add up to a lot. Here's a story that really stuck with me. My friend Linda, who's 69, used to think her bathroom was fine. She had those shiny tiles, no grab bars, and she'd always shower first thing in the morning. But after a friend of hers fell and broke her ankle, Linda got serious. She added a non-slip mat, put in a grab bar by the tub, and started showering after breakfast. She told me, "I didn't realize how much I was holding my breath every time I stepped out of the tub. Now, I feel like I can relax." That's what I want for you, a bathroom that feels like a safe haven, not an obstacle course. Can you picture how good it would feel to have that kind of peace of mind? If you're wondering where to start, don't overthink it. Pick the one change that feels easiest and go from there. Maybe it's ordering a non-slip mat online tonight, or maybe it's calling a contractor to get a quote for grab bars. Every step forward is a step towards staying independent, active, and in control of your life. And isn't that what we all want, to keep doing the things we love? Whether it's gardening, playing with the grandkids, or just enjoying a quiet cup of coffee in the morning? Small changes like these can make a big difference in your health and happiness. I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you're going to try in your bathroom this week? Drop it in the comments below, or share a story about a time you made a change that helped you feel safer at home. Your ideas could inspire someone else watching this video. And if you found this helpful, please take a second to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We're always sharing tips to help you live your best life, and we'd love to have you with us. Here's to making your home a place where you feel strong, safe, and ready for anything, because you deserve to thrive at any age.